Hello, 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 my friends. I hope that you're having a fantastic Saturday and I hope that you are well. Today, I'm going to share with you a Costco run I did today. Many of my friends and family have been asking me, how do you stay on your healthy keto? How are you staying below 20 grams of carbs a day? How are you staying satiated? Lots of questions. And there's lots of women actually that have been reaching out through channels to find out how it is that I did shrink, God is good, a 1.5 centimeter suspicious nodule. That means it was solid in part from 1.5 centimeters to 0.6 centimeters in 90 days. And 3 more months of this healthy keto, 18 hours of fasting each day, green tea throughout the day to suppress the other cancer food beyond glucose. It's called glutamine, an amino acid. At 6 months, I had a breast ultrasound, no mammograms and no biopsy ever, because those spread the disease and cause inflammation. That's what you can look into. Anyways, and I now have no evidence of disease. All solid matter, down to the particles, are gone in my right breast. And that being said, I decided to continue on my healthy keto journey with Be Real Keto. So, being real, I'm going to show you what we bought today. What I have here, hold on one second. What I have here is 2 dozen farm fresh eggs. I've got some Italian dry salami. That's great in the low carb wraps. Got Greek yogurt. I use that as yogurt. Cottage cheese. We have that with strawberries regularly. The kids asked me for some chicken nuggets, so that's kind of not on my part of the plan, but it is what it is. If I'm really hungry and need a quick snack, I'll often have a couple of rolls of some roasted turkey. Sometimes I'll sneak in a little bit of carbs with 2 tablespoons of hummus. If I'm in a bind, I got 10 pounds of breasted chicken. I've got bacon. We love to eat it with eggs pretty much every day, and especially with our cruciferous vegetables, it's really great. Also got mild cheddar cheese and some extra butter. Now I'll go ahead and share with you guys the carbs I bring in and the vegetables and fruit. So the primary source of any carbs in my diet, which might go and press me up to 30 grams per day, is vegetables. These are all very low carb and actually low oxalic acid. Might want to look into that because high oxalic acid vegetables like spinach, which has 700 milligrams of oxalic acid in it in just 1 cup, can be really troublesome and cause crystals to form in your body, causing all kinds of imbalances and even, kidney stones. So anyways, what we have here is Brussels sprouts, great for anti-cancer food. We've got watermelon. My daughter loves that. It's great for iron. She seems to be a little low in iron sometimes. We've got strawberries and organic blueberries, always organic on these guys. But these are great sources of nutrients for someone who's on a high-fat, low-carb diet. Just keep it to under, half a cup to a cup a day combined. That's kind of my route. If I'm craving spaghetti and meatballs, I make zoodles. Again, this is a low oxalic acid vegetable, so that's a great way to go. If of course, most time at every single meal, I like to have extra healthy fats. This is a wonderful, wonderful source of monounsaturated fats. Just so y'all know, when these things ripen, you can actually put them in the fridge. How about that? You can slice them in advance if you want as well. Put them in the fridge. You can even put them in the freezer. And that brings me to what I bought today, which I'm super excited about. Anyways, for the kids, they do have a little carbs in their diet, not too much. They're all pretty much staying below 50 grams of carbs a day because they saw how my health was transformed and they want to keep themselves healthy and have low inflammation and things. So got sourdough bread rounds. I'll freeze one, put the others in the fridge. Carb balanced flour tortillas. These are freaking amazing because I know they do have a little oxalic acid in them, but the nice thing is they have some fiber in them, which takes their 19 grams of total carbs minus the 15 grams of fiber to 4 grams of net carbs. So that's what I would count as part of my 20 grams of carbs per day. Also, just for feminine health, if y'all don't know, cranberries are great. So sometimes I'll squeeze a little bit of cranberry in my water each day, literally probably 1/8 cup. So you're talking about a couple tablespoons just to kind of color it. I've got here a pineapple, learned from my friend Louis Smith. He's a holistic nutritionist who beat terminal leukemia over 30 years ago actually now. And he's got the body vitals of a 25-year-old man according to his life insurance company that gave him a life insurance policy as a terminal leukemia survivor. Anyhow, he calls this pain apple. Apparently it does have some amazing properties that helps us combat pain and inflammation. So let me show you what else I got. What I have here are some more low carb, low oxalic acid vegetable and fruit choices. Love to decorate my foods with bell peppers. Apparently a lower oxalic choice would be green bell peppers, but I don't have so much of these that would ever be a problem. So there they are, or these beautiful little mini bell peppers. We like to put them with cream cheese. We like to dip them in our hummus, things like that. Organic strawberries, again, this is like on the top of the list of the dirty dozen. You want to buy organic strawberries, otherwise you're literally poisoning yourself. I've got some organic apples, same thing. They're on the dirty dozen list. You want to buy organic apples. Same thing with tomatoes. We always buy organic tomato sauce, organic salsa, because tomatoes are one of the first things to be GMO'd, and they actually were GMO'd with fish DNA to make their skin thicker back in 1999 so they could basically survive transport long distances. We also have some tortilla chips, organic of course as well, because GMO corn was after tomatoes in that arena. And so we don't want things that damage our GMO, our DNA. They want things to damage our digestive tract, cause inflammation and digestive disorders. So we try and stick with the organic on that as well and avoid GMO foods. Same thing here. If I'm going to have a couple tablespoons of carbs, this is the form I have it in, especially because it does have olive oil in it, which gives me extra healthy fats. Last but not least, my kids keep on fishing lately, and thanks to our new family who lives with us, who is an avid fisherman, I had to get something to preserve them. So this is going to be preserving that. Also, I've got neighbors that hunt that are going to be teaching us how to hunt, so we'll be preserving foods this way. Last but not least, I have a couple more things to share with you guys. These are organic Bartlett pears. Again, they're on the dirty dozen list, so we buy them organic. These are low oxalic acid fruit choices, and because I do avoid the carbs, would probably only have 1/4 of a pear per day. Here we've got some grapes. These are organic grapes again. They're on the dirty dozen list. They have so many pesticides on them traditionally grown anymore that they are like poisoning yourself if you're eating them regular. Last but not least, my little source of protein on the go, extra healthy fats, is walnuts, and I often eat them with 85% cacao. I only have about 1 to 2 pieces every few days, actually, but it gives me that kind of experience of a candy bar. So that is everything. Again, I hope I covered everything. Oh, I see one thing I didn't mention. Avocado oil. We use avocado oil for any high-fat, high-heat cooking. We do not use olive oil as a high-heat cooking. Why? Because olive oil actually becomes rancid. It becomes toxic if you cook it over 350 degrees. So I always have this around for high-heat cooking. And I hope everything I've shared with you is helpful in some way. I hope it answers some questions. These are our staples. Protein is a very big part because it helps keep us satiated from our first meal of the day. And last but not least, I have a drawer full of my healthy back-me-up protein and nutrition always at our fingertips to fill the gaps. So I hope y'all found that helpful, and you'll come back again to Be Real Keto, where you can participate in our family's healthy keto adventure. And I want to remind you all that the world needs your message. Be real. You have a unique role that only you can fill. God bless you. Take care. See y'all around.